Welcome back to this week's episode of KSSH News at Noon. I'm Cameron Christensen.
And I'm Morgan Roberts. The recent Career Technical Education Expo at Ronald Reagan Library sponsored many of the job-oriented programs here at Santa Sue,
as well as other schools countywide. Here's Harry Braglin with more on the CTE Expo.
Hey Santa Sue, Harry Braglin here. I recently attended Ventura County CTE Expo, where middle schoolers could come and check out what the different high schools had to offer. Let's go find out more. Why did you come to the CTE Expo?
Because I wanted to see what steps I need to take.
Because my mom. Because I was at her house when her mom told her to go.
I came to search for a school that would fit my benefits and needs.
To look for a high school. I came to see the different career choices I could go to from the different high schools, what options I have.
Because my mom told me to.
What high school interested you the most?
I'm going to go to Simi, Santa Sue High School.
I like the Santa Sue High School so far. I think I'm going to Royal.
What program most interested you?
I like the graphic arts and the yearbook thing.
I like acting and singing and doing all the drama.
We went over to the Santa Sue, the lights. Oh yeah.
I like the Santa Sue theater program and all the presentations that they have over there.
Well, it looks like the CTE Expo was a success. Back to you in the studio.
The process of getting a job is hard enough.
Further complicated by this.
This is a work permit. If you have a job, chances are you already know what this is. For those of you not currently employed or who are looking for work, let me get the help of Mrs. Wigdor, and we'll do our best to explain.
The primary responsibility of students in high school is to achieve success in their academics and in the other things that they're pursuing here at the school. You need a work permit so that we can guarantee that the things that you do outside of school don't interfere with that pursuit.
First, you need to make sure that you are maintaining a 2.0 and that your attendance is above a 90% attendance rate, and you need to make sure that you're not having any Fs either. If you're within these guidelines, then you go out, you search for a job, and then you come back and check with me, and I give you what's called a statement of intent to employ. And that's green. You go get it filled out by the employer, your parents, and you fill it out as well. You bring it back to me, and then I issue you a work permit.
A work permit prevents you from being taken advantage of as a relatively new participant in the workforce. It limits the number of hours, frankly, that your employer can impose upon you, and it sets conditions for your employment so that your employment at any given institution doesn't interfere with your ability to participate in the educational program. During the school year, you can get a work permit by speaking with Mrs. Wigdor in the CCC. Over the summer, work permits are provided at the summer school location, which in this case will be Simi High.
16 and 17-year-olds are allowed to work 4 hours a day for a total of 36 hours for the week, and 14 and 15-year-olds can work 3 hours a day for 18 hours max per week. All groups of kids can work 8 hours on the weekends. On breaks, 14 and 15-year-olds can work 40 hours a week, and 16 and 17-year-olds can work 48 hours per week.
My best advice to students who are looking for a job is get out there, make your applications, and really, work hard to try to go get a job if you're inclined to do so. Remember, you're only going to be in high school once, and whatever income that you might generate from being at work out in the community isn't going to have as much of an impact on your life as your high school diploma.
Two pathways diverged in a yellow wood.
She took the one less traveled by.
Hey Santa Sue, Krista Ventura here. We all know and love our academy structure, but next year, we're going down a different pathway. I'm here in the CCC with the CTE coordinator, Ms. Wigdor. So what is a pathway?
A pathway is a dedicated course of study that stems from a particular industry sector that provides students with hands-on coursework and real-world experience in that career or field. At Santa Sue, we have public services with an emphasis in legal services. We have arts, media, and entertainment, which includes dance, theater, musical theater, vocal music, video production, visual media arts, and stagecraft. We also have engineering, information and communication technology, and hospitality, tourism, and recreation.
What is the goal of a pathway?
Beginning in middle school and in high school, students will have meaningful, comprehensive exposure to the high-paying, high-demand, and the regionally based careers, and being exposed to these ideas will really help them plan for their future in the careers of their choosing. It is required that the identified pathways have 5 career connections throughout the course of the school year and can be anything from a field trip to guest speaker, being an intern, attending a career fair, and job shadowing. The pathways for the Ventura County schools are identified within the industry sectors that are the economic drivers of our county and our region, which basically means the students will have a greater opportunity for employment once they've completed schooling.
He came with a message about science and ethics.
Here's Stephanie Goldsberry with the interview.
Hey Santa Sue, Stephanie Goldsberry here. I got the chance to interview Dr. Michael Shermer just before his distinguished speaker talk to a packed house in our PAC. In case you missed him, let's go meet him now. So, Dr. Shermer, tell us about your career.
Well, in a nutshell, I'm essentially a professional skeptic now, which means I'm really just a scientist investigating particular claims, things, anything that mainstream scientists don't spend a lot of time on, but the public wants to know what the explanation is. Tonight I'm talking about basically why people believe weird things and how easily fooled we are. The message I hope to leave everybody with is that science is the best tool we have for determining whether something's true or not. Not whether we like it to be true, but is it really true? Back to you in the studio.
Dinner time!
Only for seniors.
I can't wait until senior dinner. Yeah, me too. I've been craving Reds. I even brought my own bib. Me too. Hey guys, we came for senior.
A childhood favorite turned musical.
A childhood nightmare turned musical.
The sun did not shine, it was too windy to play, so I sat in the house all that cold, cold, windy day. I sat there and said, how I wish I had something to do. Then something went bump, how that bump made me jump. I looked and I saw him, the cat in the hat, and he said to me,
why do you sit there like that? I know it is windy and the sun is not sunny, but I have a show we could see that is lots of good fun that's funny.
If you need to break that bad habit,
how about a support group?
It was 5 years ago today when I first started smoking and my whole life collapsed. My friends and family wouldn't speak to me anymore. It wasn't until I went to smoking cessation group in Mr. Helmet's room Wednesdays in room 506 when I quit smoking. Now my friends and family talk to me again.
The team sport of roller derby has been rolling around since the late 1930s.
And it can be brutal. Watch this.
I've been roller derby for almost 5 years now. I started in May of 2011 when I was 12 years old.
I've been doing roller derby for about 9 months.
I'm currently on the Angel City Derby Girls in Los Angeles, but for the first 4 years I skated with the LA Derby Dolls, which is a bank track team.
I've actually only been on this one team. My current team is the West Coast Junior Knockouts.
I watched the movie Whip It when I was 12 years old and I just thought it was the coolest thing ever.
I found out about roller derby when I was skating at the roller rink and one of the girls came up to me and told me that I should try it.
I practice about 4 times a week as often as I can, but games are sort of rare because we only play tournaments right now because we're trying to make it to national championships.
We practice 2 times a week and games are usually like maybe 2 or 3 months apart.
I think the community of strong, independent women that are all really great friends and they all just care about each other and care about the team is probably my favorite part. Like I've met so many great friends there.
The best part of roller derby is when all your friends come to the games and they cheer you on and you do something really cool and they're just like rooting for you.
I don't get injuries too often. The worst ones I've gotten are probably my knees. I have deadened nerves in both of my knees and my elbows.
One time when I was doing a scrimmage, one of the girls threw a girl at me and I got the wind knocked out of me and I fell and this shoulder got a crack.
But the worst injury I've ever given someone was I broke some girl's nose once. Oh well.
Roller derby is very difficult. It's very fun, but it's also very exhausting. Jamming is really hard because you have to skate really fast and you have to push past people.
Roller derby takes a lot of hard work and blood and sweat and tears, but it's so worth it and it's the greatest thing to ever happen to me and I love it.
It's called Scholastic Reading Counts.
But what to read?
Hey there, Santa Sue. Robert Garcia here. As for C points, you know you need them, and here's what some of our English teachers did to help you earn them.
So SRC book reviews were assigned to seniors as a legacy project where they were to choose a book that they had really enjoyed reading for SRC while they were here at Santa Sue and make a movie trailer, not for a movie, but for the book itself, advertising why they enjoyed this book, what they enjoyed about it, and present it in a way that it could be played in the library or from your own computer so that when students are looking for what should I read next, maybe one of these videos would spark, that looks really interesting, where is that book in the library? Be able to go get it and figure some different things they would be interested in and still get those SRC points.
The librarian's the one who's spearheaded this, so she's going to be giving us a lot of training, similar to what we did earlier in this semester.
And we have a YouTube channel up that has some of the older book reports, and we're going to be adding the ones that were done last year, which are more of the kids talking about the book than just images, and we will eventually put up the ones that are done this year.
I thought it was pretty exciting that they use the phone app so that they can scan it and they can get to directly off of their phone and they can check out their information right there on the phone. So it's like a real-time walk around the campus, find the poster, scan it, and there's your information right there. So you don't even have to go to the library.
I wonder what's next.
It's a surprise.
Good afternoon, sir. Could we interest you in some chocolate?
Chocolate? Did you say chocolate? Chocolate? Chocolate! 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 I'd like to buy all your chocolate.
Thank you for your patronage.
Do you see what I see?
A brand new story.
Shall not happen, you...
It's coming.
And that's the way it is.
February 18th, 2016.
Have a splendid day, Santa Sue.
Oh! That was get off my table.
Hello and welcome back to KSSH News at Noon. I'm Cameron.
Bloopers. Yeah, you're not gonna put in bloopers. You're not gonna put us in the bloopers.
Rachel
better
Staple.
not.
I don't care for you.
How you doing, guys?
It's a fact, okay?
I feel like I'm in a studio.
Why are you on the floor?
It tastes better.
How do you do that?